This show features adult content. Hello everyone, welcome back. I'd like to thank our illustrious patrons, first of all of you, and then big thanks to Jonathan Turner, Aaron Blackston, Jared, Kyle Neese, Ariel Weiss, Suzanne Hagen, and Greg Gray. And then this week, I would like to thank specifically Prime, thank you, David Hayes, thank you so much, Chase, and Catherine Drake, welcome, thank you. And thanks to everyone that's been getting involved with Discord recently. It's been a lot of fun, y'all. Insert a below kiss sound here. We also cannot forget to thank the wonderful and lovely Peg Inc., the Pinnacle Entertainment Group at peginc.com. Just give a couple cups of coffee, check them out. Thanks to Voidcore Productions for some of the music, Rudy Zuniga for our theme and a bunch of music, and then James Quinn, thanks man. With all that out of the way, welcome back to the Weird West.
Previously on Sounds Like Crows. The Crow Boys have escaped from the fortress of Tabitha Rains. Harper's best friend, Grace, was killed in the attempt. The boys have made their way onto an airship. Previous owner, Colonel Manuel Mondragon. We're in the brig now. Lucky having just helped Harper not make a regrettable decision.
And then it cuts over to Harper, who has pointed the gun towards the wall, fired off a shot, and dropped the gun to the ground.
The gunshot wakes up both Thaddeus and Abel, both of you stirring from unconsciousness almost simultaneously. I think Thaddeus's reintroduction to life is probably a bit more visceral, and I think Ellis, you look back and notice that while Abel's cage/cell is closed, Thaddeus's you left open behind you in the confusion.
I want to rush as fast as I can over there to close it back up.
Then Thaddeus, you wake up to a jail cell being slammed.
So many things are familiar, and so many things are different in this situation for Thaddeus. But yeah, his eyes snap open, and he began to roll off his back to stand up. But before he even gets all the way upright into the bed, the door is slammed in his face. And
Oh, what the hell happened?
How'd you sleep there, Thaddeus?
Why am I in here, Ellis?
You don't remember what happened?
What, that I'm gonna kick Abel's ass? No, I remember. Why am I in here?
Because you're about to kill Abel. We put you in there.
What? No, I was gonna wake him up. He's all right.
All right is a little bit of an overstatement.
Oh, god damn.
Eyes turn to Abel, who is also stirring in his cot. All eyes except for Harper, who is behind the desk.
nah, Thaddeus isn't going to look at him either.
I think Lucky is kind of just crouched in a corner, sitting.
What was the gunshot, Ellis? What the fuck are y'all doing?
I was just Harper. You shot the wall. Everything's fine.
Okay, well, I mean, he's a pretty bad shot normally, but...
Tensions are high right now, Thaddeus. While you were out, they just informed us that this thing's gonna crash. Now, if I let you out of the cell, are you gonna fucking go kill Abel? Are you gonna behave?
I ain't looking to kill anyone, but he's got an ass whooping.
Well, maybe just wait for him to recover first. How's that? Compromise?
I want explanations, is what I want, little brother. A deal's a deal.
Somebody give me a drink. No. Fuck it.
And rules are rules.
Fuck you say to me? He slowly starts to push himself up to a seated position, very obviously in extreme pain.
There's a wide shot where we're looking in from the window. We can see Lucky's head on the left side of the frame, barely poking up as he's curled up in a corner. Harper, barely above his eye line, is all the way on the right side of the frame. Dead center is the empty cell. On the left is Thaddeus and Ellis, and on the right is Abel. And then we cut over to Abel in his cell as he pulls himself up to a seated position.
I think if the cell's locked, Ellis is slowly making his way over to Abel, still with that whiskey bottle in his hand.
That's in the wide shot first then, and then we cut to Ellis next to Abel, and we can see him more clearly. A lot of your blood has been cleaned up off your body, but you're still a mess.
Yeah, still a complete mess. He starts to reach up, winces, and then does that thing where you tuck your elbows to your body and you just move your body to reach out. Because you don't want to extend the arm, and takes that whiskey and just thuds back against the wall and struggles in as much as he can, spilling quite a bit over his chin. What the fuck is happening? Thaddeus, what are you... Tries to rub his eyes to consciousness.
Oh, I'm sure that you remember. It's gonna just take you a minute to jog that memory. It's been a while.
Abel stares at him. What?
You got stabbed. You got stabbed by Mondragon.
Oh, goddamn, did you kill him?
He came at you with a fucking sword. And, yeah, we killed him.
That's what it feels like. Well, thank you. I think we're out. He, feebly tries to hand the bottle back to Ellis.
I'll take the bottle from you. Don't know if you heard me tell Thaddeus this, but, the ship's gonna crash. So,
that sounds about right.
Yeah, be prepared for that.
I mean, he kind of gestures to himself like, no, the fuck you want me to do, but okay. He's ignoring Thaddeus.
Yeah, you can go ahead and make your peace then, Abel. You ain't got much time left anyway. We saved you, but it ain't worth shit. Sounds like Harp's pissed off. So why don't you go ahead and come clean? I saw you back there before you got stabbed. I know what you did.
What the fuck are you talking about, you drunk asshole?
Hey, Ellis, go ahead and slip through them bars or something and see if he's got a deck of cards on him.
Why?
You fucking touch me, I'll cut your damn head off.
I don't think you're in any state to be
You
cutting
would
anybody.
be surprised what a man in my position would do.
And what position is that, Abel?
One where I don't have to be taking shit from
A
you.
self-loving piece of shit who ain't never told the truth in his life.
What's he talking
Oh,
about?
fuck off. Fuck straight off.
Actually, you know what, Ellis? You might be the only one who might understand.
Ellis, shut him the fuck up.
You've told us about Wechuge.
Sure.
Well,
Shut him the fuck
you remember
up.
I told you about that friend of mine, Ezekiel?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Turns out Abel over there had a little conversation with Ezekiel not, 20 years ago. I didn't do it, Ellis. It wasn't me.
Abel does his best to whip that bottle across the room at Thaddeus, which is a terrible exercise. One, because he's injured more than he realizes. The muscles don't quite work. Two, there are bars. It's like that terrible first pitch that just clatters down to the ground and, oh, God. Oh, he doubles over.
That sniveling little weasel. He's been here condemning me for staying alive. And y'all thought that I took him within an inch of his life, but that wasn't me. He made a deal with the devil, Ellis.
You mean like you?
Before me. And the dumb piece of shit didn't even know how the rules worked.
I think Ellis's cogs are turning in his head. He's kind of looking down. He's remembering that moment where he used spirit sight to look at his brothers in that cave. And he remembers the Manitow around Abel, starved. And now it's kind of coming together in his mind.
He got played, is what happened.
Holy shit, Abel, you're a huckster, aren't you?
Abel doesn't look at Ellis. He just tries to lean back up and just kind of lifts his head and glares across the way at Thaddeus.
Well, at least now what you did makes a little more sense, Thaddeus.
You know what's hilarious, Ellis? I just thought of it. Not only is he a huckster, he's a more self-hating huckster than I am.
Don't you drag me down with your lies, you piece of shit.
Well, this is a good thing, right, boys? I mean, now you can connect on something.
You're gonna believe this asshole.
It don't fucking matter.
I ain't never told a lie to any of you boys since I got back.
Harper's right, it doesn't matter.
None of this fucking matters. He's putting the last bit of ghost rock into his mechanical arm, and it's starting to whir back to life. He stands up. The camera kind of cuts over to him where
It
you
fucking
can see...
matters, Harper.
Why?
Because the worst moment of my life where I thought that I betrayed everyone that I loved and had to give up on you and leave you as a kid, everything you thought you knew about me was a lie your brother told you.
The worst moment of your life was created by you, for you, on account of you. There ain't been nothing good in your life because there ain't nothing good inside that sack of shit you call a self.
Nah. I've seen you, Abel. I think I understand you now better than I ever have before. Your opinion is irrelevant to me. And you know what? If they hadn't have saved you before I woke up, I'd have been pissed. Because I want answers from you. I need you to explain yourself. But you clearly don't, care at all. So, I guess we'll just die in 10 minutes, 3 hours, a day. And you can just go to hell, miserable, and you'll keep your secrets. But I ain't got nothing left for you.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Same old Thaddeus. Don't have a spare thought for anybody except your selfish self.
Listen, I don't care if either you are hucksters or shitbags. I don't care how selfish you are. You're my fucking brothers. You're all we got in this world.
Oh, of course, Ellis. The only reason I'm out here is to help Harper get that eye. We did half the job. We got his arm.
And we're almost there. So just pull it together.
Absolutely. I can do that.
We'll complete the
We'll
mission.
go back to Tombstone, tell him we took care of Tabitha. We'll get Harper his eye, and we'll be on our way.
Don't you put that shit on me, Thaddeus. You ain't out here for me.
I
We're
ain't
out here for
you.
the kids.
No, I ain't out here for the kids. I came out here because of you. We found out there were kids after we were on our way.
And that
He ain't
changed
told us
everything.
the fucking truth.
It don't fucking matter, Thaddeus. We can't go back. You both made fucking deals. You're
We
both
can't.
going to hell. Hell, all of us are going to hell.
You leave me out of this, Harper. I will not have you repeating his lies.
You think I'm fucking stupid? I saw you pull those cards out, cast your fucking spell. I don't give a shit. I don't know why you give a shit.
I think he's more upset about just being lied to, Harp.
We're too goddamn deep to be giving a shit about getting lied to. We're too deep to give a shit about who's a huckster, who ain't, who's going to hell, who's going to heaven.
Like I said, we're almost done with this, Harper. After we're done, you can go about doing whatever you want. We've all made deals with the devil. I don't think any of us are getting to heaven at this point. And it doesn't matter, like you said. So let's just pull it together for a little while longer and be brothers for a little while longer. And once it's done, do whatever you gotta do. But first we gotta make it through this crash.
Right. It's coming down.
Yeah, and I forgot to mention, there's no steering either. We don't know where the hell we're going. It's just a straight line.
Okay, well,
Well,
if
that
we're
does
honest,
sound like people I know.
have we been anything but lost for the last month?
It's been working out so far somehow.
So I ain't too worried we'll make it, or we won't.
Hmm.
Harper said it himself. Nothing matters.
Y'all are fools.
One thing matters.
You're one to talk.
One thing matters at this point. We sold everything to get Crane. We did all this, all these months, all this pain, all these corpses, all this blood on our fucking name. We're gonna get Crane. And we're gonna make him pay for what he's fucking done to us, to Ma, to Grace, to Ellis. We're gonna get his ass. We're gonna put him in the ground in fucking pieces. We're gonna send him to hell. And they're gonna know who did it. Fucking crows. That's what matters.
That's what matters.
Y'all were right. I've been thinking about all this fucking shit that don't matter. All these people that ain't Crane. So shut up. Quit your fucking squabbling. I'll shut up too. Alright? Lucky? I'll shut up too. We'll get out of this. And we'll get his ass.
It ain't gonna help, Harp. You already said it, we're in too deep. It's an endless cycle, this revenge.
It's not about revenge.
Oh yeah?
Nope.
What is this then?
I've said it time and time again now. We gotta kill men like Crane. We
That's
gotta
right.
kill men like Mondragon, like that priest that was leading the Upright gang. All these men are just bringing demons into our world. Literal demons. Lucky. It's not about vengeance. Remember the story in the Bible of the flood, wiping out all the sin, and Noah had to build an ark? Remember that? Well, that shit ain't coming. God's not gonna help us, Lucky. I don't even know if God exists at this point. We gotta do this shit ourselves.
If I may, Ellis, that is one point where you and I do disagree.
Which point?
About the flood. That's us.
You think we're the flood?
That's what we're here for. And we will cleanse the sin of others. He glares at Thaddeus. Or those that have perpetrated them.
Lucky gets up and starts walking towards Harper. Is that why you want to kill Crane? You want to cleanse this world? Or is this vengeance, Harper? You want to kill him for everything he's done to you?
Yeah. I do.
All right, well, that's narrow-minded.
I don't give a shit.
It's not enough just to kill Crane. If we survive and they know it, they come and they kill us. It's far better
Right.
if we're gonna kill him and they're gonna know it's us. That they at least know it's justified. We reveal him, his connection with Tabitha, and all the shit that they've been doing. and we'll tell everybody in this state.
Thaddeus.
You out of your damn mind if you think we're making out of this thing alive.
A flood does not fall upon one man alone.
Y'all can justify it however you want. But when we set off from Silver Tree, we was gonna go kill the man that killed our ma.
I was still breathing at that point, too. Lots of new information's come up. I see the world a little differently now, Harper. You should, too.
All I'm saying is that it was always revenge. You can tell yourself it was justice or whatever you want, but we was gonna kill him for revenge. We've been fooling ourselves this whole time.
I don't know if any of the brothers notice it, but the audience does, and the camera definitely does. When Harper says, we set out to find the man who killed our ma, Abel has eyes for only one person, Thaddeus.
We get an impossible shot of the room from up above, a cutaway, a layout of the room. The brothers are spread out like the pips on the 5 side of a dice, one in each corner of the room, separated physically and otherwise. And at the center of the 5 is Ellis. On top the Arizona hills, forested in pine, is a massive herd of cattle being driven west. Almost 2 miles wide, this thing is flowing like a river of meat to the slaughter. We open on a cowboy, gun in his left hand, wiping sweat from his brow as he looks up into the sky in horror. He starts to yell at his fellow cowboys. They're unable to hear him over the sound of the cattle. The herd mentality takes over and they start to split as the shadow from the afternoon sun of the massive airship of Mondragon rolls over the herd of cattle as it splits. This river of bovine moves away as your guys' airship comes down. We're not going to cut inside the airship. We're going to cut to after this action. Ellis is doing intangible, right? So you're going to have
Doing ghost, yeah.
Ghost, cool.
Yeah, same thing, pretty much.
Cool. Everyone is going to have to make a vigor roll at -4. Ellis will be making it -2 because he's intangible. Ellis, we talked, you're only going to take explosion damage, which will be 46 damage. For every success and raise you get, you'll reduce that by 1d6. And for the rest of the boys, including Abel, so sorry, you're going to take 3d10 damage, which will be reduced by 1d10 for every success and raise you get on a vigor roll at -4. Do you want to do this one at a time?
Yeah.
Well,
Let's not
Let's
have
save Abel
Marshall
for
go
last.
Yeah.
you don't want me to go first? I mean, listen.
Let's
Up
see
to
it.
you. Up to you, pal.
If I fail, right, it can't get worse.
Yeah, that is
Yeah.
true. That is true.
Right?
And if you pass, then we're probably all going to pass.
Okay, I'm at -4.
-4.
I'm sorry, how many?
Yep.
I'm
Did
good.
you do non-lethal damage when you knocked me
Yeah,
out?
100%.
I have 0 wounds.
But you have 3 fatigue.
2 fatigue.
Yeah, 2 fatigue.
Does that mean you're at -2 again on top of this?
I suppose so, yeah.
So correct. -6.
Is that real?
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah, I don't remember whether I healed at the end of
I don't think you
last
did.
session. We didn't really have a whole lot of time.
Well, don't you need
you
to,
have to-
like,
it takes
you have
a
to take
while.
a bath and
Yeah, it's
stuff
the
like
whole-
that? It's weird.
Not a lot of time has passed. This thing is so fast, it only takes about, I mean, this is the same day. It's
You're
within
also
24
just sitting
hours
in a
when
cell,
we left.
not exactly relaxing.
Yeah, it's not like I'm in a safe place
Yeah,
for a
exactly.
crash.
That's what I'm saying.
Although, you know, if it's a cage, maybe nothing will squish me.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Sure.
Roll
Yeah,
those dice,
I mean,
You
baby.
guys
feel better,
could
dude.
have moved out of the cage by now.
I don't think they would have let me out of the cage.
I wouldn't. I wouldn't even think about it.
Good luck, Marshall.
Oh.
He blew up a
The
6.
6
Okay.
blew up.
Wow, wow, wow.
That's a 0.
All right,
Yeah.
so you're at 0 right now.
Nice.
That's a success.
Wow,
That's
dude.
a 4.
Well
so you're
done.
taking
Well
2d10? Okay.
Well, you know.
That's not bad.
Woo!
That's not bad
Okay.
at all.
Go me.
Here you go, man.
Oh.
Yeah.
I blew up a 10.
What was that average you said about?
Yeah, the average should have been
Should have been
Oh, this should've been
16.5.
10. This is only 2d6.
Should have been 18 with 3 dice. All of a sudden,
well,
here we are.
we're at 19
Oh,
damage.
easy.
I
Not
rolled
bad.
a 1 after.
Not
19
bad.
damage.
Easy.
And now I need to roll a vigor.
To soak?
Yes, spending a penny for that, yeah?
Yep.
Still remember how to play this game, guys. Caleb, my 6 blew up.
Whoa. Getting lucky with that 6.
Yeah. Give me that dice.
Oh my god.
Oh, is that
That's
6
again.
again?
All right,
again.
this is getting kind of weirdly lucky.
No, is that
You saw me fucking.
Oh, okay.
Blew it up
All
again?
right,
Jesus
now.
Christ.
Well, listen,
a
you
6.
saw me fucking throw it, right?
Yeah, he's throwing
Wow.
it. He's
It's an
straight
18.
throwing it.
Okay.
You're placing it down. Yeah, we see it.
I flip it and toss
No.
it. That's a 20 minus 2.
He soaks it all.
Listen, that cage was actually pretty well enforced.
Apparently. Should have let me
and I
in
did
there
not
with
get
you.
squished.
Yeah,
I
the
just
protection
rolled.
helped you out. That's cool.
Should have
Okay.
let me in there.
One brother has survived. Harper, you want to go next?
I don't. That's a failure.
So you're going to take 3d10?
Or Benny.
Or Benny, this one. Yeah,
That
that's
was
true.
insane.
Well, I'm at -4, so I would have to fucking blow this up.
Yeah.
Hey, Marshall did it. Marshall
I,
never blows
to be
anything
honest
up.
with you, I don't know.
So I would have to blow this up and then roll at least a 2,
That's
It's like a 15% chance.
or I can
gotta be
save.
more than
Well,
that.
how many bennies can you spend to soak? Only one, right?
Yeah, but you can re-roll the soak.
so you can spend more.
The chances that I blow up are too low.
I mean, there's a 1 in 3 chance of you blowing up, right?
You know what?
Well-
I'll do one benny.
Okay.
I'll do one
Save
benny.
2.
Save 2 to soak.
There it is.
There it is. That's
Blew
the
it up.
blow up.
Wow.
Okay.
Easy.
There we go.
Easy.
Okay, so you're just
So
taking 2d10?
2d10,
Okay, cool. 14 damage.
14 damage. So I have a toughness of 5.
Oh,
So that's 2.
Okay, you're not
All right.
dying no
So
matter
Benny,
2 wounds.
what. Oh,
Wow.
bravo.
oh, there we
Zero
go.
wounds. Wow. I should have made this
I'm
tougher.
gonna get killed.
Yeah. Yeah.
You'll come back.
You
You're
guys are
fine.
using up all the luck.
Okay.
All right.
Lucky.
Can we also discuss just how terrifying it would actually be to be like, all right, brace yourself. We're going to crash into the ground.
It might blow up.
What's going on?
Ooh. Well, yeah, I'm going to try and do what you did, Kim. Ooh. Ooh.
No such luck.
No, and I'm kind of tempted to just keep these so I don't die.
It's probably a good call. 3d10 damage coming at you. Here we go.
Oh my god.
Ay, ay, ay. Be gentle, Caleb.
I was.
Oh,
That's,
very gentle.
that's 8 damage on 3d10.
Yeah, I'll take that.
8 damage on
I'll take
3d10. Wait, no, that's wrong. 10 damage.
Let me try and soak that.
This
That's
is
an
fucking
8
crazy.
Right there, so
You
0
lucky
damage.
ducks. You lucky ducks.
I don't want to do this. Can I leave? All right, so mine's at -2.
Yep, much better results. I believe in you.
This is not good.
Believe in Ellis.
Oh my
Blue
god.
Okay.
6.
Yeah, there you go.
All right, that's 11 -2 is 9.
So you're going to just take...
Reduce it by 2,
just
so
take
2d6.
Yeah, no big deal. 6 damage. Probably shaken, huh?
Not even shaken.
Wow. Call this a plane crash?
Okay.
This is the one I'm worried about, though, right here.
Yeah, Abel's gonna
Abel.
get turned to mist.
Yeah, he's going to evaporate.
What am I rolling?
making a vigor roll.
At -7.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, you're not looking too good over there, buddy.
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to this one. -7, huh?
Yeah.
Well, I'm rolling a D8, so you know it's real good.
It feels good, right?
Yeah, that's
real
what I
good
did.
chances.
It was not good. It was bad.
What happens if I roll Snake Eyes?
Same thing. You'll just take 3d10, but you can't re-roll.
Okay. Well, that's a 1 and a 3.
Sounds about right.
I think I'm going to spend a Benny to re-roll.
Are you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Maniac.
Just use one and then use the rest for.
One of
Soak
3
attempts.
bennies to re-roll.
Yep, sounds good.
I had a 5 and a 2, so that's a -2.
Okay.
I think that's a fail with a reverse raise, whatever that's called.
reverse raise, never before seen. 3d10 coming at you. Well, you take 14. Not terrible.
Oh, you got this.
so,
Well, maybe. Oh boy, actually.
So that's 8. So that's 2 raises. 14.
Yeah.
14,
So put
6.
him at 5-6 months.
Or
Well,
no,
you
'cause
just
he's already
become
short.
you
Right,
just
right,
become
right.
incapacitated. So you're really looking to soak 2 wounds at your -3, unless you have anything that overrides that, because your wounds.
Okay. So I'm just rolling flat vigor, huh?
Yeah, man.
Well, don't forget about your wild die.
And by flat, we mean -3 because your wounds.
Yeah, -3, of course.
And so if he takes any of this, it's just roll on the table.
Yeah.
It's incapacitated and
Yes.
another roll.
Yep, for sure.
You got it, dude.
Yeah, that's 2 4s, so -3.
Yeah. You got 1 Benny left if you
gonna-
want, or you can
I'm gonna
save
spend
it.
that Benny to re-roll. Yeah, I'm gonna spend that Benny to re-roll.
You can save it for the incapacitation roll if you want.
Yeah, I'm gonna re-roll this one, man.
Okay, all right.
7 -3 is a 4.
That's 1. Damn it.
All right, man. So you are going to make an immediate vigor roll. So you're also going to be taking your negatives from your wound penalties, it looks like.
All right.
Critical failure, you die. Failure, you roll on the injury table. The injury is permanent and you're bleeding out. Success, you roll and it goes away when all wounds are healed. And raise, it's no big deal.
That 6 on the wild die blew up.
Oh, there you go. Easy.
9 minus 3, that's 6.
Cool. So just roll 2d6 and this will go away when all wounds are healed and you're not even bleeding out.
Total is 8.
Okay, roll 1d6.
5.
Busted. Your strength is reduced by a die type.
Okay. Get all busted
And
up.
is that way until all of your wounds are healed.
We gotta find a medicine man.
Get busted,
Yeah, you
dude.
can do page.
I was already busted.
Well, you're busted again.
You're extra. Did you actually get busted last time?
Yeah, no, I'm serious. This is twice. Mondragon busted me. This one busted me.
Oh,
So now you're at a D4 strength.
Yeah.
So now you're just as strong as me.
Time to arm wrestle, baby.
Yeah.
He's
now we can
old
finally
and
determine
crippled,
this once and
busted.
for all.
Okay, but I'm not bleeding out.
That's good. You know.
Correct.
Am I unconscious?
You are unconscious for sure. Holy shit, nobody died. Good job, everybody.
Yeah.
Wow.
It just used how many bennies from around the table? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 bennies, and we all survived.
Yeah. I am out of bennies. So.
Yeah.
The airship levels half a forest of trees. It slams into the ground. The balloon rips and tears. An explosion of green fire rocks into the air with a mushroom cloud. Shrapnel thrown everywhere. And we cut to black. Most of the Crow Boys have convened on a nearby hill. The cowboys and their herd of cattle long since spooked and scared off, none of them caring to investigate the fire rained from the sky. 3 of the brothers are burnt and bruised. You're looking out to the wreckage as we see Ellis walk out seemingly unharmed. Fireman carrying Abel, who is busted, burnt.
What a scene.
Yeah, his clothes are pretty torn up as well.
Well, I don't think today could get any worse.
Hey, shit. We all lived, I guess. Could have been worse. Much worse.
Well, that's certain. I don't know, Ellis was probably a waste of time grabbing him, though. There ain't no way he survived that after he got stabbed.
Shut up, Thaddeus. He'll be fine.
Alice just kind of gently lays him down. He looks fine to me. Anybody want to check for a pulse?
Yeah, just cuts to Abel's burnt face, you know.
I don't know. We've already tried that. I don't think any of us are very good at checking.
He's breathing. You can see him move. Harper kind of runs his tongue along his bottom teeth and spits out some blood.
It's an odd coincidence that Thaddeus was doing the same thing, not 5 feet away, looking over at him with disgust and a little frustration. He sort of turns from the group.
I'm gonna look around and see if, we got any sort of supplies that survived the crash.
Hey, be careful about the soldiers. Remember, they ain't exactly our friends.
I'll come with you, Thaddeus.
Yeah, probably a good idea.
Yeah, sure, you can come with me.
What sort of roll you want to make here? We can just sort of make a...
I'm not the one who should have made it.
well, you're doing it.
You shouldn't have led this.
I know, right? I don't know. I don't want it to be a notice roll, but I feel like it's probably a notice roll.
Yeah, notice roll makes sense. -2 because of the conditions. Critical failure is going to be you're going to take a wound from like a secondary explosion or...
You said critical failure, right?
Yeah.
Well, it's a 2. I failed, but it's,
Everything is pretty well burnt and destroyed. The airship is unrecognizable.
Can I make a roll as well?
Yeah.
Well,
No go.
that's a 3, so...
Yeah, I mean, you guys have very limited supplies on you, maybe enough to sort of survive half a day or something. I don't think you have any food, just water. But it is just... I mean, I don't even know how to describe this scene. It's like an alien landscape built of metal and green fire, you know. There's a few large sections that survived, including the section that you guys survived in. And you check that one, but since you've left it, it's just been covered in flames.
Were we able to retrieve our belongings that we had at the time of the crash?
Did my
Or are
spear
those
survive
lost?
the crash, Caleb?
Yeah, I'm okay with you guys having all your personal effects. That's cool.
Did we get a bearing before we went down? Like, do we know where we're actually at?
You're in northern Arizona.
Okay, so we know that for sure.
Yes, yeah. We see Ellis and Thaddeus return after like 45 minutes of searching with no fruitful activity. If there were any soldiers that survived the crash, they're either hiding or have made themselves scarce in the nearby woods. You know it's Arizona, but this section of Arizona, like the air is a little bit lighter. The elevation's about 7,000 feet. You're in quite a nice wooded area besides the large clearing you're in. I prepared a picture.
Oh, it looks like
Oh,
my
that's
backyard.
beautiful.
Picture long grass, possibly pinyon pines, sparse.
Yeah.
That's pretty much it. Yeah, that's
Yeah, wow, that's
That's
cool.
it.
Good description.
And
Beautiful.
some cows in the distance.
Honestly,
There's
I'm
some
kinda-
cows? I didn't even see the cows.
Yeah, they ran off.
Yeah.
Wow.
The sun is starting to go down. You have very little in means of supplies or direction. No compass survived the crash.
Well, that all sounds so good. We have so many options. We definitely should not move for the night, I would think.
I don't want to stay close to this crash.
We
No,
can move
you're right,
a little
Lucky.
bit,
Yeah.
find a clearer spot.
Nothing's gonna keep us warm or keep predators at bay better than them fires are. We just don't have to get burned. We can leave in the morning.
Yeah, unless that thing goes up again or another cache of ghost rock goes off.
I don't know. I'm not too worried about it. Usually, if it's gonna blow, it does all at once. It's not like it's in stages, unless some
with
scientist
Harper.
got to us.
I'm with Harper on this one. I don't want to be close to this thing. Might bring some unnecessary attention, some unwanted attention.
What are you thinking, bro?
I don't know. Whoever's out here, why didn't you come check this out?
Yeah, but you think it's going to be dangerous?
It's always dangerous,
Honestly, we
Lucky.
could probably use some help.
I mean, I guess that makes sense for Ellis, but yeah, no, I'm with Lucky. We need help.
Who's going to help us?
If you're gonna carry around Abel,
I'll carry around Abel.
a wounded man, we need some help, right? We get back to town, and nurse his ass back to health.
Yeah, where's town?
No, that's what I'm
Exactly.
saying. We need
If
to
they
wait for
find
somebody
us
to come.
because we're here, we'll get to town faster.
I don't think a single good thing comes of a person finding us out
All
here.
right, Harper, where you just want to walk aimlessly through the middle of Arizona and hope we find something?
I don't know what that is.
Yeah, well, all right. Well, we're coming up with solutions, so maybe butt out until you got one.
Hey, come on, lay off, Thaddeus. It's all right. We'll get through this.
Sure, we'll get through it. Harper stands up and kind of walks over towards the ship a little bit, looking at the wreckage.
Come on, Thaddeus. You know how he's been lately. Just come on.
Yeah, I guess we're all just a little wound up.
Yeah, how against this are you, Ellis? I said we stay by the fires at least. It'll at least keep us warm.
Yeah, I guess.
Listen, I know it's gonna be tough for you, but you got that mask, your jacket.
I mean, I'm more
Ellis.
worried about this thing blowing up again, like Harper said.
I'm telling you
Well,
guys,
Thaddeus knows
I
this
worked
stuff.
with this stuff for years. It's fine. If it's gonna blow up, it would do it right now.
And he points up in the air.
What are you rolling over there, Caleb?
I was rolling a die to see if it would explode for comedic effect, and it did not.
Okay, good.
Caleb, what season is it?
The crisp September air crushes against your cheeks. It's a balmy 75 degrees.
Oh, that feels great.
90 near the fires, I bet.
Oh, actually, this is too warm. Now we're getting too hot.
If somebody goes and finds some firewood, I'll go try and find a piece of this that's still burning. That way we don't have to light a fire.
There you go. That's a compromise, at least. And maybe they'll see the man-made fire and come straight for us. That sound good, guys?
I mean, let Harper watch Abel, and we can go take care of it, Lucky.
Sounds
Come
good to
with.
me.
All right.
We cut to a fire. The night air is filled with crickets and some birds in the pines. You're nearby enough you can see the green fires still burning, probably pulled up into this pine forest that's nearby a little bit, pine needles covering the ground. Ellis discards the used piece of whatever was burning you salvaged from the wreck. The sound of the discarded piece of wreckage wakes you from your slumber, Abel. You've somehow survived the crash. I think your memory is a little fuzzy. Your brothers have propped you up against a large rock that some forgotten couple has carved their names into behind you.
Abel moves and then instantly winces as he realizes he can barely move the blanket that they've draped over him. And in that hard, kind of parched voice, just, boys, what?
Whoa there, buddy.
Where are
Take it
we?
easy, Abel.
What happened?
We went down.
We're fine, though. Don't worry. You might not be, but we all are.
What do you mean we went down?
Do you remember the airship?
We were on the, yeah.
It crashed.
He is looking around, trying to get his eyes to focus, but it's clear that that's going to be a struggle. Okay. And where are we now?
Still at the wreckage.
Somewhere in Arizona, I guess.
Shit. Okay. I can't. What's wrong? My arms aren't working.
Yeah, they're not going to work so well for a little while.
We're gonna try and find you a doctor.
Abel's looking around. Does he see Thaddeus?
Thaddeus is probably sitting as far as humanly possible while still being considered inside the camp area that we've set up. I don't think he's even looking at the group when Abel wakes up. He's probably focused on the fire that we had set up.
So hopefully you can't see him.
Yeah, I don't think Abel can see him at all. He does a quick kind of head count, or not quick, I guess. It would normally be a quick head count, but it takes him a minute to work through it. And who's closest to him right now?
I don't think it matters. I'm sure we're all pretty close.
Yeah.
Is everybody okay?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You can see the relief on his face, and he just drops his head back and starts to drift off again.
Should we give him water or something, or just let him sleep?
You should probably have some water.
I guess Lucky will try and force feed him some water and then let him pass out. Well, I mean, he's still got some of his senses, it sounds like. I think he's going to be okay.
We'll see how he is when he wakes up.
Yeah.
The fire crackles, and I think something that everyone but Ellis notices is the return to the smell of the West. You've been stuck in California with sea-bleached rocks and then airship filled with ghosts in the city of Lost Angels. And like for the first time, the air feels fresh.
You know what? I don't think the ocean's all it's cracked up to be. I think it kind of sucks.
Well, I don't think the experience we had is typical for everybody that goes to the ocean there.
Yeah, you might be right about that, but it still doesn't change the way I feel about it.
I agree.
I think the camera cuts over to Harper, who's holding Grace's rifle in his hand. You can see that like a big gash has been taken out of the stock, some damage from the crash in the airship. Glances up towards the eerie green light that's kind of coming through the trees, and then he just kind of looks towards Abel, who's unconscious, and is quiet.
Hey, Thaddeus.
Thaddeus doesn't respond for a minute, stroking his beard there.
Hey, what was that?
Why does this shit glow green? Why doesn't it look like regular fire?
No, well, nobody really knows, because we're not entirely sure what it is. I mean, we figured out what you can do with it sometimes, but yeah, there's some people out there who would tell you that it's souls in those rocks that are compressed.
It is souls in those rocks.
Now, I don't know why that turns them green.
I guess the color of a human soul is green.
That can't be true. All of them?
Well, all of them that turn into ghost rock, at least.
Maybe some are yellow, some are blue, and comes out green.
That doesn't make any goddamn sense.
I mean, maybe them religious types have something right, you know. A certain type of soul gets to go to heaven, others go to
Ghost rock?
green ghost rock. I don't know. I ain't never really put much stock into it, but like I said, people don't really know. That's what them scientists back in California were looking into anyway. At least some of them.
It's weird.
No, I got a question for you.
Yeah, what do you got from me?
Why do you have fire at all coming out of your hand, Lucky?
Lucky kind of looks shocked because he's almost forgotten that he's done that, or that actually happened, even though it happened within probably the day.
The edges of your fingertips, like just the front of your nails and the very tips as you look down, are still that burnt charcoal texture.
I think Thaddeus notices that and is sort of taken aback at,
Oh, wait, you didn't do that on purpose?
Not that I know of. I mean, I knew my hand was hot, but it's been that way ever since our fight with the judge.
Well, it ain't been like that.
Well, no, not like this. It keeps getting worse, but I imagine that's just kind of the shit that's going to happen. I imagine this arm's going to just keep getting hotter and hotter.
Thaddeus sort of tilts his hat back and runs his hands through his hair and shakes it a little bit before he brings the hat back down and fits it.
Well, that's a mite bit curious, Lucky.
Yeah, it's also a big pain in the ass. You ever try and piss with one hand?
Well, yeah, all
It's
the
gonna
time.
burn my dick off.
Just use the other hand.
Yeah, but you gotta unbutton it. It sucks. I'm just telling you.
I guess that is a personal problem I don't understand. Listen, do you think you could do that again, though?
Piss with one hand?
No. Shut up, Ellis. No. Lucky. I mean, you did it once.
I mean, I suppose. I don't quite know how I did it the first time. I kind of just got excited.
What now?
Well, I got a little worked up. Not that kind of excited. What are you
I
talking
mean,
about, Thaddeus?
it was pretty crazy. I don't know
Is it really all that surprising, Thaddeus?
that a man shoots burning flame out of his hand.
Yeah, look at what you do. Look at what Abel
Yeah,
does.
I know
Look
how
at me.
I've done what I did.
We just crashed in a fucking flying machine
Exactly.
powered by
And
burning
Lucky ain't
souls.
working the same way. Something's wrong.
Wrong.
Is there
Very
something
right.
wrong with them?
There's something wrong
Is there
with
something
all of
wrong
us.
with Ellis? Is there something wrong with me? Is there something wrong with Abel?
Yeah, all right. Well, if you're just going to be sour this whole time, I'm going to ignore you just as much as Abel.
Oh,
Lucky.
I'm sorry for being sour, Thaddeus. I'm sorry that my
This is
best
something we
friend's
can
in
look
that
into
fucking
maybe some
burning
other time,
wreckage.
huh?
She ain't gonna get a fucking
Clearly,
burial.
we're in the wrong environment to
Shut
be
the fuck up.
dealing about intelligent discussions on Discovery here. So, I don't know.
Well, I am genuinely curious. What do you think's going on with this arm? Should I be worried?
Oh, it's fucking cursed. I saw it.
What do you mean it's cursed and you're going to tell me right now?
I thought I told you already.
Well, I can't remember. You might have told me.
What was can I get a refresher? What did I see?
Well,
when I
listen,
looked at
like
him?
he said, you know,
Some bugs crawling in and out.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Bugs.
You got those manatau crawling all over you. Look like bugs. Right all over your arm.
What now?
Yeah, it's the same ones that Thaddeus uses. Same ones that Abel uses.
What?
Same ones that are all around us. I thought
Why
I
the
told
fuck
you
do
about
I
this.
have those on my
No,
arm?
no.
What did I do to
Judge.
do that?
It
They
was the
work with
judge.
him the same way?
Yeah, it's the manatau. It's all the manatau.
What the fuck are you guys talking about? You know what he's talking about, Thaddeus?
Okay, well,
There's a short montage as Thaddeus describes to Lucky some of the intricacies of how he makes deals with devils so that he can get his magical power.
Can you just describe Lucky's face during this montage? Like the progression?
I'm waving my hands. I've got a deck of cards. I'm talking about suits and shit and different hands that you have and what it does.
There's probably just
It's
some
like 5-10
silent
minutes.
nodding at first, and then he probably just looks progressively more confused and probably a little scared.
Yeah, see, none of this makes sense to you because you aren't doing that right. So that's why I'm saying Ellis's information is strange. They're just
Strange,
attaching
but
to
it's
you.
true.
I
They weren't just attached to
don't
him.
know,
It was the
Thaddeus.
judge. Only one that's not cursed is Harper.
What?
How the fuck did I get cursed?
The judge.
So now I'm just cursed forever?
Well, yeah. Unless we can find a way to uncurse you.
Hey, in fairness, I'm pretty sure the judge isn't what cursed me.
No, you've been cursed since you were born.
Well, what does it actually mean to be cursed? Because
I don't know. You
Well,
got those
for
things
you, it means
latched
fire
onto
from
you.
your hands, Lucky. Also, probably hell.
also probably hell.
There is no hell.
I mean, if you believe in it, it's the spirit.
I mean, I'm not going to rule it out after the shit I've seen lately.
Well, it's the hunting grounds. It'll still suck, I'm sure, either way.
This is bullshit. I didn't do anything to deserve this.
Well, maybe we'll get you uncursed somehow. I don't know.
We ain't
I don't know
playing with
anything
things
about
we
this
shouldn't
shit.
have, man.
Motherfucker.
We'll put it on our to-do list. How's that sound?
Yeah, I guess we can. Either way, what?
I don't know. If you're using Manitel like I do, then you should just be able to think about what you're trying to do.
Think about it?
Yeah, you got to will it to happen. You saw what it looked like.
I don't think
you
he's
remember what it
using
felt
them,
like,
Thaddeus.
right?
Yeah.
Okay, well, so you just have to put yourself in that headspace again.
His are different.
I don't know. Maybe don't do it right now, but just think on it.
They're
Whoa.
crawling all over him like bugs. It's not like you.
Yeah, you're just trying to scare them off, man.
Is it all over me or just my arm?
Just your arm.
Well, fuck.
Don't that just about sum it up?
Man, boys, we're in deep.
Well, if I start thinking about it more, do they get stronger? I don't want these bugs getting all... Because, I mean, no offense, but I'd rather not end up like, you.
Me? Well, listen, you didn't live for 20 years of your life thinking you killed your brother, so I'm pretty sure you're all right, Lucky.
From
And he
what
sort
I
of darts a death glare over in Abel's direction for a minute, and then he looks back.
from what I understand, Lucky, they feed off of fear and anger, that sort of shit.
I'm a fairly stable guy, I think.
Yeah.
Oh, well.
Harper kind of laughs to himself.
Well, I mean, if you don't want to get scared or get angry, I guess you don't have to worry about that fire anymore. But,
I mean, I guess it could be useful.
doesn't fix your bathroom issue.
Hey, can we just...
No, I don't think that's ever getting fixed.
Might as well find some value in it if you're gonna, burn it every time.
You thinking I could control this a lot more?
I should fucking hope so. Better than Ellis can.
Ellis, can you control yours?
I don't have manatau crawling over my
Yeah,
skin.
you got one in your body. It's the same thing.
No, it's not. It's a different sort of relationship,
Let's hope
Thaddeus.
so for you, Lucky. That means you can control it, and that means you can use it to your benefit.
Wait, Shoegate as a one-person arm wave motion.
Like I said, everything was going crazy, but I noticed a few key things that were very intriguing to me. Number one being that piece of shit over there, And that hand, that was interesting.
Well, maybe you can show me how to use it one of these times.
We can figure it out together.
Lucky just kind of silently nods.
How's about
looking
we
at his
just
fingers.
stop talking about Manitou and just enjoy this sky?
I don't know. Don't we kind of want to talk about Manitou?
I think I've got enough Manitou for one day.
There's always tomorrow.
Thank you so much for listening to Sounds Like Crows. We just wrapped season 1 of Omen's Call, so if you want to go check that out, please do. This first season has been pretty good, y'all. Don't mean to brag, but pretty good. Go check it out. We're also running a giveaway on Omens that you can check out on our Twitter over there, or just listen to the latest episodes. Thanks to the cast and crew. Love y'all. Okay, bye-bye. See you next Monday.